It's a beautiful day, so I decided to make banga stew and egusi soup for my sister's kids. So this is tomatoes and pepper for my pepper mix. Now I'm also boiling on the same hand my banga seeds. So for egusi in an empty dry pot, I poured in my red oil. Enough red oil, egusi loves oil. Anyway, but not too much, just a bit for the amount of egusi that I'm making, because I'm making, I think, 1 mudu of egusi, yeah? So after the oil has heat up, it's heated to the point where I like it, you see. It has started changing a little bit of color, so I added my onions. After onions, so you're going to be seeing a lot of onion in this thing because egusi love onions, yeah? So I would allow it to simmer. I will allow it to simmer very, very well because, I need the taste to show. I need the taste to wrap around this particular egusi. I want it to be very flavorful. I want every part to be very, very flavorful. And onion is one of the things that gives it the flavor that it needs. So I'm allowing it to settle a bit because the onions is old onion, so it's taking time. Now I'm going in with my pepper mix. This pepper mix has onion, pepper, fresh tomatoes, some tatashi, and some shombo. That's the one I showed you earlier. I think I didn't get the picture of the onion because I think I have up to 5 balls of onion inside. So I like using onga soup for my egusi and goat meat spice because I need the goat meat flavor. So there is salt, and this is going into my egusi mix. So inside a bowl I have my egusi, so I will take just almost a tablespoon of salt inside the egusi, and then I'll go in with my goat meat flavor because I really want this particular egusi to have goat meat flavor. So a tablespoon of goat meat spice because it's a goat meat that is the protein I'm going to be using. Goat meat and fish is the protein I'm going to be using. I go in with my onga. I'm not going to finish this, just about half of it, and then I'll go in with my onion. So this is blended onion and pepper, just tiny pepper. I think about 3 seeds of pepper and 6 balls of onions, right? Medium bulbs of onion. So this is onion and pepper going into my egusi mix. So I'll mix this together. I'm going to mix this together. So because this is how I want this egusi to actually really be flavorful, like I said. So what is cooking without a little bit of play? So let's go there. NEPA just brought lights. Go girl. So we're turning and turning and turning to meet a particular consistency. There's a particular consistency that we need to meet. It's not I don't want it watery, I don't want it too thick, and I don't want it too watery. So I'm going to just get a consistency that we want. But meanwhile, how is your day going? How are you feeling in this Nigeria like this? I love this my sister's kitchen. If you see the way I love to cook in my sister's kitchen, because the kitchen's sweet, anyways, my onion and the pepper mix has started simmering. That started drying up a little bit. You can see the oil is now on the surface. That's how you know that your tomato mix is almost fried. Now I'm going to go in with Knorr seasoning cube. I will usually use a seed of Knorr seasoning cube here because I already have my onga and it has the iodine that I need. So I'll go in with my Knorr seasoning cube into the pepper mix that is already frying, right? Just 1 seed of Knorr, and you stir. The way I love to do Maggi, I'm not part of the people that used to just crush it before open it from the wrap before crushing it. I crush it inside the wrap and funny enough, since I was small, I started doing this and it has never fallen inside the meal. Now I'm going to go in with the egusi now. So you see the consistency of the egusi, This is what I was talking about. I don't want it too watery. I don't want it too thick. And I also don't want it to seed up, yeah? I don't want the egusi soup to have seeds. I want it to have seeds, but it will look, instead of having those lumps that some of the egusi soup used to have, this one will not have those lumps, but they will have tiny seeds that look sizable, like, do you understand? So I'm going to continue to fry it a bit. Stir it together first, and I will start the fry it. So in the other pot, before I went to market, I already boiled my goat meat, as you can see in the pot. And then I have some mangala fish. They call this one asa fish that I'm going to be using. So I put them in hot water too. So I plug them. There is what do you call it? There is stockfish too. So now back to my egusi. You see the way it is now. When I get to this particular consistency, by now the tomatoes, the onions, everything has mixed up with the egusi, the pepper mix, everything. See now, you see the way it is. Yep, this is exactly what I was hoping to achieve. Yeah, the same consistency that I had when I was mixing it before. So I was hoping to achieve it with the pepper mix together. And now that I've achieved it, we're going to go in with our meat stock. Whew. This soup goes sweet die. Me, I know that one is gonna sweet. So I don't want to turn it yet. So, but by the side and the middle, I'll just put in a little bit on my spoon so that water will go down inside to avoid it burning. You know, egusi soup and burning is like 5 and 6. Egusi soup like to burn. So yeah, we're getting there. The soup is coming together. Everything is coming okay. And yeah, so now it's time for my crayfish to go in the MVP. And then I used to use small Cameroon pepper for the flavor. Like I told you, I want this egusi soup to be flavorful. So I'm gonna almost finish this crayfish, because I used to put like half of it first. Then by the middle of the cooking or towards the end of the cooking, I'll empty the remaining half, because I mean, it's egusi soup, and if you want to eat egusi, you better enjoy it. So I'm going in with my Cameroon pepper, just a little. My sister's children don't really like pepper like that, so I have uziza sleeve. I was looking for uziza seed. I like to also combine it, but I didn't see it. So I got uziza leaves and then vegetables, the normal vegetables. See how green it is. I'll drink water and mind my business. Then let's move into the egusi itself. The thing is boiling. See how sweet it is. Now I told you that it's not going to have plenty seed, but it's going to have tiny. Are you seeing those tiny seeds? Although there are still some lumps, and I think I have to break them up. There's still some lumps. I want them in tiny seeds, because those children, they don't really like those big seeds. So that's why I'm trying to break them up. The ones that have those seeds, I'm trying to see if I could break them up, so they could just be tiny for me. Just be tiny, okay? Anyways, yeah, see the lumps. I'm going to break them. I'm going to turn it now to start breaking. Bam. Break it, baby. Break it. Anyways, that's my cooking, I don't really like cooking, but sometimes I just feel like, you make food for the people that you love. Sometimes you just feel like, okay, it's time to make food, man. You need to make food, and yeah, that's it. Okay, the remaining half of the egusi is going in. Crayfish rather is going in. I told you. Now my fish, all those stockfish, meat, everything does enter. Then this is the smoked fish. It will go in now. Ooh. I already pre-plucked it and then boiled it, because I don't want it to break. Now the uziza leaf rather, I would wash with salt, and then it goes into the pot, just like that. Food is coming together, baby. On the other hand, we have actually finished pounding and the palm seeds, and we're washing them. Is the water that we're going to be using to make the ofako, that is the Banga stew. My sister was helping me to do that by the side. Why? Okay, see the water. We'll sieve it out. with hot water. Back to our egusi. Time to pour the uziza leaves. Uziza leaves always go in first. I like it to simmer first before I add vegetables, the proper vegetable, and then I turn this. Oh, my sister's children, they love this type of egusi. They don't like the egusi so thick, and they don't like it so watery. So this is the consistency I was actually going for from the beginning. That is why from the mix up, you see. So this, my vegetable has gone in, and then the remaining part of the fish will go in. Ooh. Okay, on the other pot now, I have my banga water already, banga sauce, I don't know what they call it, yeah. And then my water must show. Oh, see the egusi now. This is sweet for eye. Oh my God. Time for testing. This one don't rush every time. No go cook. Anyway, she helped me pound the banga seeds. Now so she does swallow the soup. They swallow the soup. She don't always feature in any of my cooking video. Now wow. She even chopped my meat. Now, I like to use tomato paste for my banga because of a concept. I don't just like, I love the taste of tomato paste. Sorry, I usually use tomato paste in most of my stews, yeah. It gives me the taste of the fact that I'm eating stew, and it comes out nice. So it goes in at the beginning, I stir so that it will just mix up together. And then, I mean, in this economy, no seed of this tomato paste must remain here. Every part of it must enter this pot. Oh my God. Now for banga stew, I love a lot of ice fish inside. So I'm cutting by myself. I don't really like them cutting in the market because the way they will cut it. So you see the way I'm cutting my own tiny. If it's in the market, they will just big. The thing will just disappear. You will not even see it. We're a family that are plenty, are very plenty. So we have to cut it small. We have to cut it small so to reach everybody. Now, this particular fish that is coming in is this as what they call it again? No, I've forgotten the name of this fish, but it used to have bone, plenty bone, and I think that's why this fish is actually quite cheap. So the first one is Titus, yeah, the one that is going to be, used to the main protein for this food. This particular one used to have a lot of bone, so I used to sit down and start selecting the bone because I would mash the fish to put it in the. So it's going into this banga stew for flavor. It's not going in as protein, like, yeah, it's a protein, but it's not the one that is going to be eating like. Anyway, my sister, you the butcher, don't worry, making swallow. This my younger sister making swallow for them, some of it are for them. Oh my God, we've served them. See their soup. They are very, very happy to see their soup. So this is the way the fish is. So I'll start deboning it and mashing it. This is the Titus for the main food, and then the smoked mackerel inside too. For the which is going to be the main protein for the food, yeah. So my banga is boiling. At this point, I've added everything, both mangala, both my goat meat. I've added everything. This time I was so tired in the night. I didn't even get all the process when I was adding them. So everything, the banga sauce has already, thickened up a bit, and then the mangala, the fish, everything has gone inside at this point, yeah. So I now decided that okay. Man, I'm very, very tired. Let me just add everything because I'm supposed to actually add what do you call it? Okay, my nut cube is going in at this point, yeah, and my salt. And my crayfish also will go in. I don't know if I got that part, but let's be watching. And then in the morning, because it's a Saturday, so in the morning before I go to church, I will usually now add my scent leaf. That's how I used to do it. So the Titus fish, which are the main protein for this food, would actually go in later. So one nut cube going inside. One nut cube will go inside, and the way I used to crush my guy, I told you this is the way I crush seasoning cube. And funny enough, the paper has never, the seasoning cube wrap has never fallen into my meal before. Yeah, so it's my superpower. See the smoke, everything is just giving. At this point, the aroma inside of the kitchen, honestly, go do farco at that point. Hey, see the thickness of this stew, and I want to allow it to stick in a little bit more before I bring it down. At this point, every protein is swimming. I've added the fresh fish, the Titus. You can see it here. I've added the Titus fish. I was so tired, I was not getting the process again, so I was about to switch off the gas. I said, let me just show you people that every part of the protein has entered. Yeah, thumbs up. Let's go to bed. That's how I just ran out of the kitchen to drink my water in peace. So this girl was making video. I say, okay, now let me join in the video. Oh yeah, now bye. When you have a Gen Z sister as your sister. Oh yeah, my life is now on social media because I have a Gen Z sister. This is CTF Media. I don't know where you'll be watching this, either on CTF Media or Chidima Talks Football. Since I just behave like old mama for the back there. It's alright. Now, bye. Tell me about my